Greetings, team. Welcome to Monday Morning Pearls, brought to you by Span the Chasm. My name is Randy Reamersma. Before we get into the Pearl, I want to encourage you to go out and listen to our podcast, Uncommon Sales Success. It's a compilation of interviews with sales leaders across the space, some great learnings in here. Why does it matter to you? Because there's very practical and immediately actionable advice that's going to come out of these things. Learnings from mistakes, best practices we're seeing playing out in the field, stuff that's going to help you be more successful immediately. Where do you go get them? Go to spanthechasm.com/podcast. All the information you need is there. It'll point you to all the different platforms that you might like. So with that, on to this week's Monday Morning Pearl. Team fired up again. I love having these conversations with core peeps on our team. Ronell is one of our new guys, and he's been bringing a lot of value to the marketplace. One of the reasons I was attracted to Ronell early on was, number one, he's an entrepreneur like me. He has been in entrepreneurship for over 20 years. He's been in sales for over 25 years. Like me as well, he's got a very diverse background. The dude has learned a lot, to put it very, very simply. Ronell, at Span the Chasm, we're all about sharing, right? We love people. We want to tell them the truth. We want to be very, very liberal with what we share. Always want to make it a better experience. You know, anytime someone runs into us, we want them to feel better after the engagement than they did before. If you look at your experience, you know, it may be more weighted towards the last 5-10 years. If you look at some of your experience you've had in the marketplace, we all want to learn from each other. We want to share what we can. What are a handful of ideas that you would say, these three kind of ideas are bubbling to the top quickly for things that people might want to adopt? And maybe there's a sales leader out there that'll say, you know what, that makes sense. I'm going to start working on that with my team.
Good question. So here's the thing. You know, there's a lot of things that I could say, Randy.
Yeah.
And
I know that you can say a lot of things.
And this is my passion, folks. So we could go on and on, but brevity. So we'll keep it short. First thing, use technology to facilitate real connection, right? What I see so much out there, so many people that are using technology in place of the sales process. The technology is their sales process. They're using mass emails, they're using mass text, but they're not doing that.
Right?
They're not pressing the flesh. So what that means is there's a tremendous opportunity for sellers out there that are willing to do old school things that are going to create relationships, that are going to forge some real connections. So what we do is we take the technology and we use it to facilitate that. I'm not saying don't use the tech. I love tech.
Absolutely.
Use the tech, but use it to facilitate real relationships. Instead of those mass emails that are 6 paragraphs long that no one's reading, hey, send an email that says, or a direct message that says, hey, this is what I do. This is what you do. How about some coffee? Let's have a conversation. People are receptive to that. That's the first thing. Second thing, numbers don't lie. We live in an era of great analytics. There's tons. You can get tons. Randy's an analytics guy. So Randy knows numbers. So numbers do not lie. Listen to him. Pay attention. Take that data in. And put action to what the data tells you, right? So that's the second thing for sales managers. Last, servant leaders. Yeah. I'm seeing that there are a lot of guys out there and a lot of ladies out there that aren't leading from the field. They're sitting in their offices. They're sitting in the towers looking down and dictating, do this, do that. Well, you got to get in there. You got to get in the trenches. Get your hands dirty. That is what's going to make people become advocates and soldiers for you. And as sales leaders, that's what we want. We want people that are willing to go to war for us, because I don't want it to sound too extreme, but hey, this is tough work. This is a tough business. And so if you want people to really put in that effort and go that extra mile, you got to be willing to do it with them and jump in the trenches. Those are my 3 things.
So here's what I heard. Number 1, have the technology serve you. Don't have you serve the technology.
Absolutely.
Be in control. Use it as your weapon.
Yes.
All right. The second thing I heard you say was the numbers don't lie. And man, this is one that I get real excited about, because a lot of sales reps, they'll talk about things that they're doing, but we have actual proof of what's actually happening, and they're hiding from it, when if they actually address it, they'd be better off.
Absolutely.
The numbers don't lie. And man, you know my heart for servant leadership. If we view everything that we're doing as an act of service, I truly believe it'll be better carried out. And so many sales leaders say go versus let's go.
There it is.
Love it, man. Ronell, thank you very much. I'm so excited about your contribution to the team already. There's some lessons in here for everyone to learn from, right? Own the technology, use and trust the data. Servant leadership will win every day. That's going to create loyalty. That's going to create zealous.
Absolutely.
You want to have a conversation about some of these ideas? Give us a call. Ask for Ron L. if you want the handsome, charming young guy, or I'm happy
not
to
not young guy,
busy, I'm happy to be
slightly
available.
younger, not younger.
All right, man. Thanks.